there, clan. This is just going to be a little update. I don't know if it's going to be short or long, but I am going to basically explain what happened the past, basically over, I'd say about a week, just over a week, nearly 2 weeks, of why there was no content. If you follow me on Twitter, you already know why the case is. But I do apologise for those. So if you want to make sure you know in the future if I'm going to be gone for any length of time, follow me on Twitter just to make sure that it's at ScottishW92. But the reason that I was gone for about a week, and just over nearly 2 weeks basically, was because unfortunately we weren't able to pay the internet bill this month. Just money was rather tight for January after Christmas, of course. I'm pretty sure a lot of us know money is extremely tight, roughly around about the January time, especially after Christmas and New Year's. So unfortunately we couldn't afford to pay the internet bill in January. My mum actually believed that it was going to be like, the bill was due today, but it was actually due on Tuesday of last week, I think. So basically the internet got cut off for about a week, until yesterday when we actually got it back. So I do apologise that there was no content. I only made one video, and that was my Shovel Knight review, which I actually managed to get some time to edit it and make it look a little bit more nicer than my normal reviews. So if you haven't checked out my Shovel Knight review, please go check it out and let me know what you think of it, because I can do that from now on with my Wii On reviews. I'm still learning, as I say, when it comes to editing and all that stuff, so I will maybe try and go a bit more elaborate in the future. But I did get that video out. I actually didn't film any other videos. I wrote up some notes for my Avatar retrospective, which is probably not going to happen for another while at least until I actually have a green screen and actually have a proper setup, because I want to do this properly. I do still want to do the Avatar series retrospective. I mentioned it in one video, but I am determined to do it. I took some notes of that, but I actually needed the internet to actually look up an episode guide, but I completely forgot about that because the DVDs don't cover that, so that's beside the point. I wrote up some notes for Blackwall video. I will try and get that out by Monday. I need to get around to actually recording it, writing up a couple more notes, and then hopefully that will all be done. But yeah, I do apologise again. There was nothing I could do basically beyond like making my phone into a hotspot and updating it, uploading via that way, which would be extremely expensive, and I don't have the money for that. We don't have the money for the bill. So again, I apologise, but I'm going to try and get back into the rhythm of things, of making regular content. As I say, is 3 videos per week, 3 videos minimum per week. As I say, there will be a few more videos next week, because I'm going to be doing, another Let's Play basically. Basically, I picked up the game Life is Strange. It's a new episodic game from I can't remember the publisher's name, but they made the game Remember Me. I think it began with a D, but it was published by Square Enix, and it's a game that has had a little bit of controversy behind it, not so much for the game, but because of what the developers stated, that this game would not have, the reason they went with Square Enix as their publisher was because any other publisher they went to stated that they would have to have changed the main protagonist to a male, and they didn't want to do that. Their creativity didn't want to do that. And the game looked interesting to me. I've only seen one trailer because I didn't want to spoil too much of it. But I asked on Twitter, and a couple people have stated that go play it. I did have one person comment on my Shovel Knight review. Go play this game because I think you'll actually like it. So I am going to do a Let's Play of that. I've only bought one episode because episode 1's only £4, so I can spare that. I will probably pick up the full thing if I enjoy episode 1 enough, so we'll see what happens. I am going to try and start recording that on maybe Monday. I can't record it this weekend because my family will be home. I'm in the house now, but I'm only going to be in the house, so they only left like a half hour and I'm only going shopping, so I don't want to risk them coming home while I'm in the middle of playing it, because I've actually have my gran here for the day, so, and possibly tomorrow as well, so, and she doesn't understand this YouTube thing, so it's kind of, I have to respect her. So I will try and record it on Monday. I'm sure it's not going to be any more than maybe an hour, maybe 2, 3 at most, depending on how much of the optional stuff I do. I know the premise of it, I know the idea of the game, but I don't want to say anything about the story. I will do a Let's Play of it, of episode 1, and then of course if I liked it and enjoyed it enough, I will do episode 2, 3, 4 and 5. It's only a 5 episode mini five episode game basically. I still can't get over the fact I'm saying episode when it comes to game, even though it's been like that for 2-3 years now with Telltale Games. But I am going to do that. Some people have said I'd really like it because it is heavily story driven, and that's my type of game. So I'm still debating whether or not I'll do face cam for it. I normally do face cam for games, episodic games, or heavily story driven games like Telltale Games and a few other games here or there. I'll have a little think about it, but I'm kind of trying to go away from using face cam in all my Let's Plays. I really think face cams are distracting most of the time. It depends on the game, so I might record myself like this and record the game with another software. And if I don't like the fact that Facecam won't suit the game, I can just rip the audio from this video and just put it in there. We'll wait and see what happens. But yeah, hopefully if all goes well, it'll be the first part of the episode of my Let's Play will be up either Monday night or Tuesday morning. It all depends on like when I eventually get around to playing it, and then I need to edit it. So we'll wait and see what happens. Fingers crossed all goes well. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to update you on. I am going to try and do a couple of my videos on The Witcher 3. I do know some big news has come out recently, but I haven't really looked it up at the moment because I'm trying to avoid any possible spoilers for Witcher 3 because I do not want to be spoiled for this game. So I've kind of like done a blackout of the game where I'm not looking at anything involved with it beyond maybe some artwork and videos that do not contain anything involving the story. But a couple of people have been asking my opinion, so I am going to look up a couple of things to make sure I don't have any spoilers and all that. I'm trying to think of anything else. A couple of people are asking opinions on various. A couple of people sent me a message or two asking a couple of things. I am going to try and also do an Ask the Warrior for February because I haven't done one in a while. It's just hectic as hell right now. So I will try and do an Ask the Warrior next month. Maybe I might actually put out the submission video for questions on Thursday, maybe Wednesday. I'm not too sure. I'll have a little think and give you about a week to submit questions. I always do that. Other than that, I'm trying to think of anything else that needs to be said. I'm still waiting to see if we're going to get fiber optic in this area. They've already installed the green box near my house, so they might be getting fiber optic set up sooner or later. I'm hoping, fingers crossed. But yeah, I'm not too sure. We'll have to wait and see what happens. It could take a couple more months for them to get everything set up, which I don't know why. But yeah. Warriors Non-Gaming Geeky Zone. I am going to try and do one of them also next week, involving my opinion on Arrow, Flash, and Agent Carter. And also Constantine United States. I was going to try and do like a weekly show where I talked about each episode, but unfortunately because of last week it completely threw me off. So I think I'll just probably try and maybe do that maybe next Friday. I'll wait and see what happens. But I am also going to do I'm also going to do a possible topic video that is going to be talking about this whole idea of male protagonists selling more, because the Life is Strange got me thinking. As I said, I haven't played it, but the thing that happened with the developers has got me thinking. I might do a video on that sometime soon. I'm trying to think, is there anything else? Yeah, also I should probably keep these up to date. I'm not 100% sure what's going to happen, but I am going to be job hunting like a motherfucker for the next several weeks. So, as is, I will still try and do my regular videos, but job hunting has to take priority now, so I do apologise for that. If you haven't already, go check out my Patreon. We're actually not that far off making off our first milestone. We're only $15 short of making the first milestone. Trying to think, is there anything else? I'm really trying to think. I think that's everything. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's everything. Other than that, keep an eye on the channel. It says I'm going to try and get back into a regular swing of things. Again, I do apologise that there wasn't any videos for the past nearly 2 weeks. But it was out of my control, basically. I can't do my videos without my computer, unfortunately. At least to the standards that I hold my videos. If I can't have good audio quality and good visual quality and edit it properly, I don't do the video, basically. So I couldn't do it any other way. I do apologise for that. Other than that, I think that's everything. I thank you for watching. If there also, actually, let's actually do request time for yous, actually. This is me requesting something from yous. if there are any games that you would like me to actually check out. I actually want to try and maybe do the first hour-ish impression series and try and keep it being maybe a regular thing. Maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks is probably what I'm going to be able to do because of my budget. The last one I did was Don't Starve. I was going to do one on Shovel Knight, but then my only got cut out and I was like, fuck it, I'll just have to... I wanted to play Shovel Knight, so I played it and beat it. So yeah, sorry about that. So if there are any games that you would like for me to check out, please don't hesitate to suggest them in the comments or tweet at them. Tweet them at me with the developer as well. As I say, it's just something that you would like me to have a look at and determine if it's worth a video or not. Also, a lot of requests out there, as it says, I'm trying to make my thumbnails better. I'm trying to make them better because some people have stated to me, better thumbnails, better views. So I'm going to make a request that if any of you out there would like to try and make me a thumbnail for my Let's Play of Life is Strange, please send it to me. I can't pay you anything. I do apologise for that. It's completely a request. You do not have to fulfill it. Just send the thumbnail to my email, scottishwarrior92@gmail.com. You will get credit in the video. You will get credit in the description of my video that will stay thumbnail by, and if you need me to, if you want me to link to your personal art page or your DeviantArt page or your Twitter, I will do that. Do not worry about that. You will get credit. I do credit every kind of submission of that I get. Even this one down here, which is done by Oculus, or Chud as he is on Twitter. He's the one that did that. I gave him credit for it. So yeah, Life is Strange, and try and keep it spoiler free as possible. Other than that, I think that's everything. Yeah, that's everything, I think. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, I'm Scottish192, and this has been a little update for you all. Again, I apologise for the little bit of a hiatus. But other than that, thank you for watching. As always, Scottish192. I'll see you all next time. Ciao for now.